This guy was just recently brought to a new fantasy world. The man is ecstatic about being brought to this world and immediately heads to the guild. He asks the lady at the front desk about being an adventurer. She told him that all the adventurers died out a long time ago, and that being an adventurer is a personal hobby now. The lady pulls out a magic measure to see what the boy's magic level is at. He tries it out, and it turns out that he has no mana whatsoever. The boy got depressed and left the guild. After a while, he ran into some scary-looking men. After the boy ran away, he checked his pockets and found 2 pouches filled with coins along with a map. He somehow ended up in the slums and ran into 2 little kids. The older sister wanted to sell her body in exchange for food. She even said she would include her little brother. The boy was disturbed and ran away. After a little walking session, he came across a warehouse that was being guarded by armed men. One armed man snuck up on the boy and kicked him out. That's when this elf showed up and started controlling the boy's body. The elf girl then took off her clothes and cast a power called Silent Night. The boy picked up the naked elf girl and fled the scene. The elf girl asked for his name, and he said it was Taiko. The elf girl's name is Isekai'd. Ishikawa suggests that they should go steal all the treasures in the world. Taiko and Ishikawa get a room at an inn. Ishikawa tells Taiko to get in the bath. Taiko is a little hesitant, but Ishikawa is moving like she came back from a ditty party. Apparently, Ishikawa is actually a ninja from the past in our world. 400 years, to be more specific. Then, this pirate spawns in out of nowhere. This pirate is actually Francis Drake, and she's here to capture Ishikawa. Ishikawa asks Taiko to save her, so bro had to lock in for the hose. Drake jumps at Taiko, but he is able to dodge at the last minute. Drake gets up on the ceiling and starts bouncing around like a crackhead. Before he could get hit, Taiko pulled a Kazuma and stole Drake's underwear. Drake was embarrassed, but that's when she started to tweak out. Ishikawa uses this as a chance to escape. Taiko asks her what's going on, and Ishikawa says that Drake was cursed and is now a pet to some wealthy men. Taiko feels bad about Drake's situation and declares that he will steal her. Drake is at the wealthy man's mansion getting dogged on. Taiko and Ishikawa arrive at the mansion and walk in. This man with the Glock tried to shoot, and he got dropped. Taiko gets inside the mansion and faces off against Drake once more. Taiko took off Drake's clothes in order to find the mark of her curse. He notices that the source of the curse is the collar. He tried to remove it, but the collar shocks anyone who tries to remove it. Taiko had to lock in, and he finally got the collar off of Drake. After that, Drake walked up to the wealthy man and stomped his face in. Taiko then picks up Drake and leaves with Ishikawa. Drake asked him why he saved her. He said it's because he thinks pirates are cool. Drake has now fallen for Taiko, and now he has 2 baddies added to his roster. Ishikawa gives Taiko a cut from their recent robbery attempt. Taiko wants to spend it on the kids from Chapter 1, but Ishikawa says,
"Man, them kids, bro."
That's when this baddie in glasses spawns in and introduces herself. She is Saint Germain, and she wanted to become their ally. Saint Germain took the 3 to this mansion so they could take a bath. Saint Germain asks to become their ally once again. She actually wants Taiko to help her get back her Philosopher's Stone. While she was in town, some thief broke into her house and stole the stone. She knows that the stone is probably going to be at some auction. So her and Taiko dress up and go to an ongoing auction. It turns out that the auction is going to be held on the Titanic. So they put on these masks and walk in. Taiko and Saint Germain found the Philosopher's Stone, but they get distracted by this cool-looking sword. That's when this cat girl spawns in out of nowhere and starts yapping to them about the sword. The cat girl is actually supposed to be a security guard for the items on the Titanic. Ishikawa and Drake are on the shore, and they're about to make their entrance. Drake picks up Ishikawa and runs on all the way to the ship. Ishikawa uses her power to cut the lights, which gave Taiko the opportunity to steal the stone. Ishikawa and Drake were about to leave, but then the catgirl security guard confronts them. Right as Taiko and Saint Germain were exiting the inside of the ship, Drake accidentally landed on Taiko. Drake went back to fighting the catgirl, but the catgirl was a little too much for Drake to handle. Drake borrows some mana from Ishikawa and tags in for Drake. After a little bit of fighting, Taiko was able to flip her over. But then, she somehow ended up like this with her. Saint Germain then cooked up all of this smoke and gave everyone a chance to escape. The catgirl swears to never forgive Taiko for violating her. If you want to know what this manga is called, check the description. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment, and share.